My name is Vincent Asta. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm 46 and I work as a video editor. The decision to come here was to enjoy the scenery and the facility and just the beauty of Pi, but to also explore a bit more of what meditation means and how it can improve my life and myself. I felt like the teachings from the monks were very approachable in the sense that the sessions provided insight and information and wisdom into meditating spread throughout the time here, and it wasn't too much information at once. I was able to try techniques at a slower pace to see if they worked for me, and I found that very beneficial in learning how to meditate in my practice throughout the retreat. I had a very positive experience meditating. I felt like I had a deeper understanding of the process and using the various techniques to achieve calmness and a still mind. I felt like it was primarily through the incorporation of the 7 bases and moving a visualization or breath or energy perhaps through my body and into my center. And in the process of doing that, I discovered a connection between my mind and my center, and I felt that was very powerful, and it also gave me a sense of inner peace and inner joy that I haven't really felt before, and that was a very positive experience. Some of the experience I had, initially there was, I would feel a sensation of light and energy coming up from, I guess, below. It felt like a very strong gust of wind or a warm breeze coming up. It was a very happy feeling, and I think that initially gave me a sense that there was something inside myself that I could look further into. And so later on, a few sessions later, I would visualize a crystal sphere, and I used the process of the 7 bases, and I would imagine the sphere moving through my nose, through my mind, through my third eye, through my throat, and down into my center. And I felt like the process of using my breath and moving the image of the sphere into my center revealed this kind of expansiveness that I hadn't experienced before. It almost felt like a dark void, but it didn't feel negative. It felt very positive, and it felt, even though I was focusing on my center, it felt like it was extending out far beyond my body. And that was also I felt like that was a very significant experience. And that gave me a sense of happiness, but also I think it gave me a sense of stability and strength, knowing that this energy and this expansiveness resided within me. And then my last sort of powerful experience was trying to recreate the sensation of finding the stillness and expansiveness in my center. I would try to use the sphere as a visualization, but I found that I was imagining more of like a source of energy, almost like a light that was moving. And in doing that, I felt like I was creating this flow of energy from the center to my mind, or my brain or my mind. And by connecting that, I discovered that there was this sensation of light and energy flowing and cycling between here and here. And that sort of exchange of energy felt effortless. And it felt like even if I had to pull myself out and open my eyes and reset, when I closed my eyes again and centered myself, it was immediately there. And that was also a very powerful experience. The environment and the accommodations were amazing. I felt very taken care of. I never felt like I was wanting or needing something that wasn't available or couldn't be accommodated for. I was comfortable the whole time. The food is amazing. The staff is extremely friendly. And I think the other thing that I found outstanding was the way the monks would teach meditation, but also their patience and wisdom for each and every one of us. I think it was very apparent during the group sharing. They allowed everyone to tell their own experiences and share with them very personal information, and because the monks were so patient and nurturing, I felt like people felt really comfortable opening up, and I think that added to everyone's experience. I think it gave everybody an opportunity to grow here, and I felt like that was very important and special. I think through the experience here and seeing that it's possible to meditate and feel good and find peace and inner joy, it gives me the confidence that when I do go home and I am challenged and busy and stressful, that sense of calmness and peace in me is always there, and I know how to access it. And that gives me a lot of faith that I will be able to carry this with me through my life. Thank you, Longpo. I've had a wonderful time here. I've learned so much about meditation, and I've learned so much about myself, and I feel grateful for the time I've spent with everyone here, and your teachings have allowed me to find a sense of inner peace and joy that I had not felt before. So I appreciate that very much. Sato.